Hey everybody, what do you do when your appraisal comes in low? That's the topic. There's only a couple things left to do. So as a seller, you're trying to retain as much equity as you can, and the appraisal comes in short and you argue it skillfully as a listing agent. What does the seller do next? Well, they can negotiate with the buyer. So the next thing you want to do is find out how badly the buyer wants the house. See if there's an opportunity to negotiate things that you might have given up already. Like for instance, you've already made agreement to fix certain items in the house. You've already given away closing cost contributions. If you've given away anything, those things need to have a hard look immediately, okay? As a seller, just because you've already given something up, don't go further into the process, especially when you get a low appraisal, thinking like that's how it's gonna be. You're never going to give those things up. That's just not true, okay? So that's one of the first things I do for a seller is like, we aren't giving this much up if you're already expecting us to look at our price again, okay? So everything goes back on the table. But number two, also get to the buyer's pockets. Does the buyer have any cash? Can they pay any difference, some or all the void of the appraisal? One of the things I like to throw back on the buyer is, this is your report, dude. You agreed to pay the price in the first place. You wanted this house at this price, and your appraisal coming short is not my problem as a seller. Your report, not my report. It's actually causing your lender to not give you the size of loan that you originally started with. However, you agreed to pay the price in the beginning. So the appraisal, oftentimes, I'm very quick to make sure the buying party understands that the appraisal is not my problem. It's not my seller's problem. We don't care that you need one. Like, if you're paying cash, you wouldn't need an appraisal. If your lender didn't require one, it wouldn't matter. You wanted to pay X for the property. So that's one of the best things I will share with you in the beginning, is talking about preempting the process. Earlier I said offense is always a good defense. Let me share this with you. If you own the nicest house in the neighborhood and you have a property like, man, I know my house is going to be awesome. It's going to strike a new sales price. Let me tell you this. If you do not price your house property, you get a deadbeat buyer, okay? And the reason I say price it properly, even if you have a cool house, you price it wildly, then the really savvy buyers with money, they're not going to come to the battle. They're just going to sit back. They're like, this is a really nice house, but let someone else take a swing at it. And then you're gonna get some buyer come in within days of hitting the market that has no money, that needs you to help with closing costs and all these kinds of things. And what happens is, in that situation, your appraisal comes in short and you still need to carry the buyer's closing costs, all this kind of stuff. And you're losing a lot of money. You're gonna lose a lot of money. You're gonna have a lot of cash go out of your pockets into the sale, and just become short. It's just doesn't help you, right? So don't get crazy with the price, even though your house is really awesome. Price it effective so that you can have maybe a bidding war of the weak buyers and the strong buyers. When I say weak buyers, the buyers that need all the help, they get in there and you not really want to consider them. You know, you're gonna let them buy someone else's house, but you're gonna use them to get the guy with all the money, the cash buyer, to come to the table and get them to pay the best price and take them, because when the appraisal comes in short, they're not going to let the deal go away. They're going to pay the difference. In the end, you're going to net more money. Okay, so that's a big thing I want to explain, is like, pricing the home is super important, because if the pricing is done poorly, crappy pricing attracts crappy buyers. It's something I've never said before, but that's the truth, is when you price your home really loose, you attract really crappy buyers that basically go around the market that, you know, no one else is going to accept their offers because they don't really have good offers to make. And the buyers that are savvy and have money, they're like not even giving that home the time of day because it's priced poorly. They know what the market's going for. They're just moving on. All right. So again, the point is, the pricing strategy will also help make sure that the property doesn't fall apart at the appraisal. It doesn't mean it's not going to come in low. It just means you're going to have less issues with it coming low, because in the end you want the most money, right? That's what we're all talking about. How do I net the most with the problems that I face? And so that's it. All right, so listen, I want to hear back from you. Have you had an issue with appraisal? How did you get through it? If you had an issue with appraisal, did you pay? Did the seller give money up? If you were the seller, how did it go? Also, if you're a professional, how do you deal with it? Do you deal with it any different? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. Comment, like, follow, subscribe. Keep in touch. Let's sell big. Talk to you real soon.
With our home, low hassle was a must. Jared was our main point of contact, but he had a team of experts around him to make sure no detail was missed.
Jared Jones is the way to go. Call 706-5000.
Get your home sold guaranteed.